Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam Stuti series, continuing with Chitrakestu's glorification of Lord Kṛṣṇa. We'll cover shloka number 41 of chapter 16, canto number 6. Vishamamatirna yatra nranam Tvamaham iti mamata veti chayad anyatra
Mamahamiti mamataveti chayat anyatra
Vishamadhiya rachito yaha
Vishamadhiya rachito yaha
Sahya vishuddha kshayishnur adharma bahulaha.
Sahya vishuddha kshayishnar adharma bahulaha.
Word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Vishama,
Vishama,
unequal, your religion, my religion, your belief, my belief.
Vishama, unequal, your religion, my religion, your belief, my belief.
Matihi,
Matihi,
consciousness.
consciousness.
Na,
not.
Yatra,
Yatra,
in which. Nranam, of human society. Tvam, you. Aham, I. Iti, thus. Mama, my. Tava, your. Iti, thus. Cha, also. Yat, which. Anyatra, elsewhere in religious systems other than Bhāgavata dharma. Vishamadhiya, by this unequal intelligence. Rachitaha, made. Yaha, that which. Saha, that system of religion. He, indeed. Avishuddhaha, not pure. Kṛṣṇuhu, temporary. Adharma bahulaha, full of irreligion. Translation. Being full of contradictions. All forms of religion. But Bhāgavata dharma. Work under conceptions of fruitive results and distinctions of you and I and yours and mine.
Work under conceptions of fruitive results and distinctions of you and I and yours and mine.
The followers of Srimad Bhagavatam have no such consciousness.
The followers of Srimad Bhagavatam have no such consciousness.
They are all Kṛṣṇa conscious. Thinking that they are Krishna's and Kṛṣṇa is theirs. There are other low-class religious systems. Which are contemplated. For the killing of enemies or the gain of mystic power. But such religious systems. Being full of passion and envy. Are impure and temporary. Because they are full of envy. They are full of irreligion. Reading from Srila Prabhupada's purport. Bhāgavata dharma has no contradictions. Conceptions of your religion and my religion are completely absent from Bhāgavata dharma. Bhāgavata dharma means following the orders given by the Supreme Lord Bhagavan, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. God is one and God is for everyone. Therefore, everyone must surrender to God. That is the pure conception of religion. Whatever God orders constitutes religion. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. In Bhāgavata dharma, there is no question of what you believe and what I believe. Everyone must believe in the Supreme Lord and carry out his orders. Anukulyena Kṛṣṇānuṣīlanam. Whatever Krishna says, whatever God says should be directly carried out. That is dharma, religion. If one is actually Krishna conscious, he cannot have any enemies. Since his only engagement is to induce others to surrender to Krishna or God, how can he have enemies? If one advocates the Hindu religion, the Muslim religion, the Christian religion, this religion or that religion, there will be conflicts. History shows that the followers of religious systems without a clear conception of God have fought with one another. There are many instances of this in human history, but systems of religion that do not concentrate upon service to the Supreme are temporary and cannot last for long because they are full of envy. There are many activities directed against such religious systems, and therefore one must give up the idea of my belief and your belief. Everyone should believe in God and surrender unto him. That is Bhāgavata dharma. Bhāgavata dharma is not a concocted sectarian belief, for it entails research to find out how everything is connected with Krishna. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. According to the Vedic injunctions, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Brahman, the Supreme, is present in everything. Bhāgavata dharma captures this presence of the Supreme. Bhāgavata dharma does not consider everything in the world to be false. Because everything emanates from the Supreme, nothing can be false. Everything has some use in the service of the Supreme. For example, we are now dictating into a microphone and recording on a dictating machine, and thus we are finding how the machine can be connected to the Supreme Brahman. Since we are using this machine in the service of the Lord, it is Brahman. This is the meaning of Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman because everything can be used for the service of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is mithya, false. Everything is factual. Bhāgavata dharma is called Sarvotkṛṣṭa, the best of all religious systems, because those who follow Bhāgavata dharma are not envious of anyone. Pure Bhāgavatas, pure devotees, invite everyone without envy to join the Krishna consciousness movement. A devotee is therefore exactly like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. He is the friend of all living entities. Therefore, this is the best of all religious systems. Whereas so-called religions are meant for a particular type of person who believes in a particular way, such discrimination has no place in Krishna consciousness or Bhāgavata dharma. If we scrutinize the religious systems meant for worship of demigods or anyone else but the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we will find that they are full of envy and therefore impure. A brilliant purport by Srila Prabhupada, distilling for us what Bhāgavata dharma is. Bhāgavata dharma does not focus on my religion is superior, my God is superior, your God is inferior, your practices are hedonistic. Bhāgavata dharma, which is covered in Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is full of rasa. It is all meant to reconnect you to Krishna so that you can continue your service even in this material body. Whereas here, Chitraketu, as well as Srila Prabhupada in the purport, is clearly identifying that there is no other religious system in the world that focuses on the fact that you are an insignificant part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And your sole purpose in this human life is to serve the Supreme Lord. That is it. You have to develop your love for Krishna. That's all it is. So there is no concept of mine is superior, yours is inferior. You know, I will go to heaven, you will go to hell. This concept of eternal damnation that is there. in other religions, or what do they call it? Infidels. And in other religions, they say if somebody else is not following their God, then they have the right to kill you. This is not Bhāgavata dharma. Bhāgavata dharma is the most compassionate. That's why Prabhupada is specifically calling out in the purport that even devotees of Kṛṣṇa are so compassionate that they are going out on the streets, knocking on the doors, standing at traffic signals, distributing books, talking to people about Kṛṣṇa. There is no envy in what we are propagating. We never go to everybody and say, our process is superior, although it is. That's not our focus. Our focus is to connect them to Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, a Kṛṣṇa conscious person, as Chitraketu is saying, they are only thinking, I belong to Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa belongs to me, and I want many more Jivatmas to feel the same way. Nowhere in our scriptures does it say any other process, any other God is superior or inferior. The covering has been removed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he says Kṛṣṇa is the source of everything. So that uncovering has happened for us, and therefore we are living in that truth, the highest of truth that says Kṛṣṇa is the source of everything, that all Jivatmas belong to him. Therefore, we don't focus on this Jivatma is inferior, that Jivatma is superior. We focus on trying to get as many people as Prabhupada wanted to practice Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So the concept of conversion doesn't exist in our culture. Conversion can also mean coercion. You could be coerced to convert because nice benefits are dangled in front of you. We'll give you free education, we'll give you free medicine. But then you just have to change your name. You just have to come to our church. See, our religion is superior because our religion actually focuses on helping humanity. So in the name of all of these enticements, many people are being converted. But Bhāgavata dharma is so sublime. It's not about conversion. It's about embracing Kṛṣṇa. Embracing our identity as servants of Kṛṣṇa. And to be fully engaged in the services of Kṛṣṇa. So this Vishamamati, Vishama Diya are two words used by Chitraketu in this particular shloka, clearly calling out that it is low-class intelligence that focuses on I, me, mine, yours, superiority, inferiority, etc. And clearly it is said in this particular shloka that some particular processes actually encourage the killing of enemies who don't follow their God. And therefore, Chitraketu is saying, such religions will not survive because they are based on passion and envy, they are impure and they are temporary, and they are full of irreligion. So Prabhupada is also stating at the purport that these religions will not survive because their entire focus is on envy. So when the entire focus is on envy, how can that be considered religion? I was listening to His Grace Nityananda Pran Prabhu, who has actually come to our temple. He is a disciple of His Holiness Prabhupada Swami Maharaj. He was having a wonderful discussion on this particular shloka almost 11-12 years ago. And since it was a very discussion-oriented class, it was not a one-way lecture, I picked up some interesting points from what everybody was saying in this particular class, and I'll just share that with you. So some statements made in that interactive discussion on that class was that Krishna consciousness, the driving factor in Krishna consciousness is compassion. The driving factor of Krishna consciousness, unlike other religions, is not supremacy. The driving factor of other religions is my religion is superior. Bow down to my God or else. So we have to remember this. The driving factor of Krishna consciousness is compassion. That is why Prabhupada said, we are not really forcing everybody to chant the holy names of the Lord. If you want, you can chant. When Prabhupada met other Christians or Muslims or people of other faith, he always encouraged them to practice what their religion is asking them to do. Because everybody cannot become Krishna conscious instantaneously. For some people, it's going to take time. And that time may include many, many births. So time spans over yugas. Time spans over millions of years. So one interesting analogy was made in the class that I was listening to yesterday. You know, a cake, it has a set of ingredients and it has to be mixed in a particular way and it has to bake over a period of time. No matter how much you want that cake quickly, you cannot just increase the temperature and get the cake out in 5 minutes. It's just not possible. So everything takes time. Therefore, this Bhāgavata dharma also acknowledges that we all have to start from where we are. We cannot think we can fast track our process. For some of us who really, really latch on to this idea of being a servant of Krishna, yes, you can see a fast tracking happening, provided that we follow the instructions of the Acharya. But for others who may not be able to latch on to this idea that Krishna is the source of everything and I'm simply meant to bring pleasure to Krishna by serving him, for them, it is like that cake baking in the oven. It may take 45 minutes. It may take 45 years. It may take 45 million years. We do not know. But the idea here is we encourage everybody to chant. If they accept it, that will benefit them. If they don't accept it, then we should not push them down. We should rather encourage them to at least be God conscious, practice what they can from the space that they are beginning at. So all of us have different starting points. Why do we have different starting points? Because we've had so many previous lives. So our starting point is not this life. We already had a different starting point, and from there we are continuing our journey. Therefore, in mundane eyes, it looks like everything is unequal. Nobody is starting alike. That's true. Nobody is starting alike because we have past history. When we make statements like that, we are not accommodating for our past lives. The other statement that I heard, which I thought was very relevant, is that our scriptures are rich with details. We never believe that somebody is eternally condemned to hell. We believe that everybody has the opportunity and the chance and the freedom to practice Krishna consciousness. The question then becomes, do they want to or not? So there's no concept of you go to hell and you live there forever. That just doesn't exist. How can you say that this system is not the most compassionate? That even a fallen soul can become a saint? Even a sinner has an opportunity to become a saint. So the fact that our scriptures go into such detail of birth, death, conception, the afterlife, the benefits of performing pious activities, how you enjoy it. So in this way, this Bhāgavata dharma focuses on the most important thing, establishing the relationship between Jivatma and Paramatma, and clearly stating that this relationship is eternal. And how does this relationship develop into pure love over a period of time? And therefore, there's no distinction of you and I, yours and mine. It is simply Kṛṣṇa belongs to me, I belong to Kṛṣṇa. It could not be more simpler than that. Kṛṣṇa belongs to me and I belong to Kṛṣṇa. There can be no higher truth than this, because we are all emanating from Kṛṣṇa. Our source is Kṛṣṇa. All of matter and all of spirit is emanating from Kṛṣṇa. So this is the focus of Bhāgavata dharma.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.